Hi friends, Simit here from InformedTrades.com. Today is March 21st, 2014. First day of spring. Happy spring, everyone. In these morning sessions, I basically share my take on the Forex market, review 20-some Forex pairs, share the trades that I'm placing, the moves to the markets that I'm making. If the terminology I'm using is unfamiliar to you, or if you have any questions, we have a whole bunch of information covering all types of strategies and markets over on InformedTrades.com. Definitely check that out. Register as a member, share your knowledge, ask questions, check us out, and be a part of our community so we can all learn together. Let's get started with a look at the Forex pairs. Again, my approach is price action swing trading. I don't really use too many indicators aside from the 50-simple moving average and 200 moving average. The rest of it is just price analysis. On the screen right now is the Kiwi dollar chart. We'll get back to that, but as is customary, I do like to start with the trades that I have on at the moment, and I have 3 trades on at the moment. Let me just pull them up in my brokerage account. Okay, let's start with the one that is losing money, which is Canada yen. This is not looking... Oh, well, it's a little... Okay, so this is interesting because this is a great buying pattern. Unfortunately, I bought... Where did I buy? I bought up here. So part of me wants to add to my order, but that wouldn't really be... I already have enough risk exposure as I'd like. I don't have room for more risk exposure. But this does look like a bearish checkmate. So, or a bullish checkmate, excuse me. Price has been declining, and it's really unable to break below this low right here. We have a trading range. We have long wick candles. Price is unwilling to go below 90.63. My stop is at 90.42, so a little close to my stop, but maybe that 20-pip buffer is enough, and maybe this is accumulation getting ready to go higher. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Okay. In hindsight, this is the support level the market is respecting. So, price action trading is largely about finding those levels that the market is respecting. I thought it was this one, and this is where I'd entered. And the reason I thought it was this one was based on 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I had reasonable justification. Ended up being that this gray line is actually the more accurate level the market wants to respect. But in any event, now we're down here. So we'll see how this pans out. No need for me to make any adjustments to my trade. Everything is, or it is what it is at this point. Hopefully it won't hit my stop, but we'll find out. So that's Canada yen. Now let's look at Euro Swiss. Okay. Now we haven't had a close above this orange line yet. Oh. Well, I did move my stop to break even, so my stop is actually I'm not sure if it was the best decision to move my stop to break even here, but it is what it is. I did it. I'm not taking it back. Normally, I would like to see price close above close. So we saw price break above this level twice here. Normally, I would like to see it close. Now we may break at or above that level today, so we may get a justification to move to break even today. I did it yesterday. But that's that. In any event, so far so good on Euro Swiss. That's a reasonable profit. Pound yen is the third trade I have on at the moment. Okay, we are long pound yen. Stop is at this red line. Entry here. And I can move to break even at this orange if we close above this orange line. So basically, I have risk exposure on 2 trades, Canada yen and pound yen, both my yen trades. 0.5% of my account balance is at risk, and I don't like to risk more than 1%. So I still have room for 2 more trades if I put on a 1/4% on each trade, which is generally customary for me. Okay, so that's sort of the lay of the land in terms of where my account is at. Let's start looking at the Forex pairs that could be potential opportunities. Euro Australian dollar, I kind of want to stay away from the Australian dollar at the moment. I think it's going to rally. We'll see if it falls to 50.15. That could be an interesting buying level. Still on an uptrend here, but let's see if the Australian dollar is done rallying and that pushes Euro Aussie to 50.15. Euro Canada, we're still going to be in an uptrend here. Just need more of a pullback, and maybe this is the beginning of a pullback here, right? We have a couple. It's a reversal, but I still need to pull back to at least the top of this channel here. Perhaps maybe if it pulls back to 152.45, this is an interesting support level. If it pulls back to 152.55 by April 9th, it would then intersect with the top of this channel here, and maybe the 50 simple moving average could be somewhere around there. So that could be an interesting thing. Still a couple weeks away on that. Euro Swiss we looked at, Euro Pound. Okay. Had this tweezer pattern here. Let's zoom in a little bit. It's a little congested. There's so many levels around here. That's what's tricky. So it makes it sure I should put my stop and things like that. I'm just gonna stick from Euro Pound at the moment because of how congested it is. If I see a really nice candlestick setup, I may consider, but until then, it's dismissed on grounds of being too congested. That's Euro Pound, Euro Yen. So then we want to pull back here. Here's Euro Yen. Yeah. 140.50 is where we're at. If we can pull back to 137.80, so about 300 pips, 270, that might be a good buying opportunity. We'll see. In any event, nothing at this time. At a bare minimum, 138.93, which is this gray line here. Euro Kiwi, this is probably going to be too range for me. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, Euro Kiwi. We are now at the bottom of this range here. Let's zoom in a little. Okay. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Yeah. This is looking pretty good. Remove this red line. Remove this trend line. We've now broken out of that. Let's see what it looks like on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so basically, $160.85 is where we'd want to go long. Let's see where there's a trying to find another resistance level to assist with stop loss placement. Zoom out a whole bunch here. Yes, okay. So this is something like this is the resistance level. Let's make this black. Solid. Okay. So that is also a support level we would want to enter at, and then okay, and I think this is basically the trade. Let's walk through this. Make this a little thinner. Okay. Enter at this black line, 60.85. Stop at 59.91, which is the stop is between two support levels. That's sort of the rationale here. This is a support level to enter at, and we will target 68.92. So that's still a pretty nice reward risk. That's our long Euro Kiwi setup. Okay, we'll come back to placing that on. That's the basic setup. Let's see what else is out there. I do like to review all the charts before putting on a trade just to see if there's another opportunity that's better. You know, take the best trades that the market gives us that are good enough that meet the requirements. Sometimes that, you know, and I don't want to go above my risk tolerance. So if I have room for two trades, basically, risking 0.25% on each. If I see three good trades, I'll take the best two. So that's why I sort of like to review all the charts and make a note of what I'm going to trade, but not put the trade on just yet. Euro US dollar. Let's zoom in a little bit more now. Okay, this is encouraging. Euro could be getting ready to head higher, but we'll see. I still would like to see it fall to 36.88. That would be really nice. Um, yeah. Okay, so I'll pass on euro dollar. Maybe if this candle, if we see more of a trading range form here, that could be kind of interesting. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we'll see a trading range for me. Right now, Euro Kiwi is, if I'm going to go long anything, it's going to be Euro Kiwi. Or I'm going to go long in a Euro pair, I should say. So that does it for the Euro pair. Let's go to the pound. Pound Aussie. Oh, okay, at this major support level, if we saw signs of bullishness in the candles, I might, you know, I mean, you still have what looks like it's a descending triangle. So that's a little concerning, but overall, you still see an uptrend. So I am interested in buying the dip in an uptrend. Let's see what it looks like on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, if we can see this shape up and act as support, it could be an interesting opportunity. What I would really like to see is a really long trading range form all the way up until here. If we can get to May, okay, so this seems unlikely, but if we got to, if there was a tight trading range for all of April, and we got to here, basically where the trend line, where we're above this trend line, then I'd be interested in buying. Okay, so that's pound Aussie, pound Canada. Let's see if we can fall to 82.93. Other than that, I'll pass on pound Canada. Pound Swiss. Great uptrend in the Canadian dollar, just need more of a pullback. Pound Swiss. Yeah, this is just a little too choppy. Price is going around all over the place, and there's sort of a channel here, but I don't know. I will wait. I'd rather see the moving averages sloping upwards. I'd rather see price get above this the purple channel here, maybe get above this support level. If we rally a little more, that may be our justification to go long. but at least for me, not at this time. Pound yen. Okay, pound yen. Oh, we're already in. Have a long pound yen position. It's slightly in the money, basically at break even. Pound kiwi. Okay, it's a little supportive that we're seeing some signs that this could be a bottom here. That's supportive of the euro kiwi trade, and that the kiwi is done rallying after the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, raised rates. Maybe it's that sent the kiwi up. Messed up some of my positions, but maybe it's time to re-enter. Okay, so that's pound kiwi, and now pound dollar. Okay, broke right through the support level here. Let's see where it can find support. Maybe at 64.10. We are at a 61% Fibonacci retracement level, so maybe we'll see something here. But need to see candlesticks confirm in this situation before I can do anything. So keep an eye on the pound dollar, but I'm not doing anything yet. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, evening star pattern off this. Well, this is really now it's where I had my stop, so, or I didn't put a trade on, but where I was thinking about putting my stop. It's a good thing I didn't have that there. Now it may end up being, let's see if the market reverses from here. If it does, it could end up being seen as a resistance level at some point. But we do have an evening star candlestick pattern. That is a reversal sign. I wouldn't short this because there's a chance we could run the support right here. And I'm more interested in buying the dip. If we could fall to 109.04. But it is evening star pattern on dollar Canada. That's interesting. Dollar Swiss. Okay. Okay, we do have a long wick pattern off this support level. And this is also a 50% Fibonacci retracement. So this is interesting. Part of me is very interested in, and let's actually add one more piece of evidence. Okay, so there is a bit of a price channel here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did break out above this price channel. However, I still think it's an interesting short here. I would like to wait. Let's see what it looks like on the 4-hour chart. Huh. Very interesting here. Yeah. I think I have justification I need to short dollar Swiss. And this is in a way supportive of the idea of going long euro. Short dollar Swiss is similar to going long euro dollar because of how highly correlated euro and Swiss are. Okay, so we'll go short at 88.43. Where would we put the stop? We would put it at right there. 88.70, 88.87. Let's add that line in. That's better. 88.76 actually. Make this red. And target profit is, I mean, at least down here, right? Okay, so we are risking about 40 pips. And we are looking to gain 150. So this is about, it's about a 4-to-1 reward risk, maybe a little less than that. Put that right here. And we'll make this green. Okay, so that's our short dollar Swiss trade. Dollar yen. Nothing at the moment here. Still eyeing 101.31. And those are sort of the opportunities I like the best, looking at it from a daily chart, where you can sort of see, you can see the setup coming, you can see the pullback coming, and you can see it coming over a period of a few days or maybe even weeks. And I sort of saw that with dollar Swiss. If you recall our commentary or video from yesterday, you can sort of see it approaching key level. You can see, all right, is the candlestick going to confirm at this key level? And today we got reasonable confirmation. So now I can put on that trade. Of course, no guarantee, but that is the kind of setup I like and feel confident on the risk taking. Dollar Singapore. Yeah, nothing. Nothing here at the moment. I'm gonna delete this trend line. Kind of be interested in buying. Yeah, if it can fall to 127, I'd be interested in buying. I'll pass on anything else. Also, with these two trades on Euro Kiwi and Dollar Swiss, that would take up my risk capacity. So let's see if there's. I'm now looking for opportunities that are better than those that can displace those trades. Canada Swiss, just like Euro Canada, needs more of a pullback. Great downtrend, but need more of a pullback. Canada Yen, we're already in that trade, and that does it for the Canadian dollar. Let's go to the Australian dollar. Aussie Canada. Ooh, this is interesting. So looks like we could be in for, this looks like a reversal setting up candlestick wise. Bears are stepping in at around 102.20. If that occurs, then we can look for a pullback perhaps at the bottom of this channel. The bottom of this channel intersects with this support level here. That could be an interesting buying opportunity. So we could pull back to 104.48. I might be interested in buying, but nothing yet. That's the kind of thing, and that's the kind of thing where you're seeing the opportunity forming now. But let's see if it continues to form. Aussie Swiss. Nothing here, and with the Australian dollar in general, I still think it has a bit more rallying to do. Although Aussie Canada is challenging that idea. Aussie Yen. This is rallying, but I'm interested in the short yen opportunity, so I'd rather see it fall to 88.09. Aussie Kiwi. Okay, now I am looking to go short Kiwi, and Aussie Kiwi is it appears to be rallying from the support level. So ultimately, in terms of Aussie Kiwi, I'm interested in shorting this pair. So because we see a clear downtrend here, I'd rather short it from maybe right around here, 107.40, 107.50, let's say. But this is rallying, which is supportive of the Euro Kiwi trade that I have on, or the idea that Kiwis, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand raised rates, and that caused it to rally for a little bit. But I don't think that actually fundamentally changed the trend for Kiwi. Okay, so that's Aussie Kiwi, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is now, yeah. So it's a good thing I closed out my short Aussie dollar position yesterday because it continued to rally. Got barely a break even, got a very small profit, 0.1% or something like that, basically. But we'll see. This still looks like it's going to rally a little more. We now have a supporting trend line that's been confirmed. We'll see. I don't want to short this, and I don't want to go long yet either. Maybe if we pull back to, so I need to see the market turn in some way on Aussie dollar. That does it for this pair. Let's go to Kiwi. Kiwi Canada. Really nice reversal here. Maybe we'll finally get a pullback. It needs to be a meaningful pullback on Canadian dollar in light of how sharp this uptrend has been. You see a meaningful pullback, perhaps down to 92.40. Kiwi Swiss. And this is similar to Euro Kiwi. And just like we're seeing Kiwi Swiss stall a bit here, that's sort of our justification for going long Euro Kiwi. I do like that trade setup a little better. We are still seeing some bullish candles here, which is not exactly what I like to see, but I think it's reasonable evidence to go long Euro Kiwi, and by implication short Kiwi Swiss. Kiwi Yen. Yeah, this is. I mean, if someone absolutely forced me to trade this, I would go long Kiwi Yen. Clearly in an uptrend, but I still want to see more of a pullback, and I have my yen exposure with Canada yen and dollar yen. The Canada yen position may get its stop hit, so we'll see. That might free something up. I don't think Kiwi yen though is really, unless we get a pullback to 85.60 at least, something like that. Until then, nothing really. Kiwi dollar. Okay, this is a little interesting in terms of going long Kiwi dollar. Yeah, at bare minimum, I would like to wait a little bit more. Let's see what the candlesticks are like. I don't think this opportunity is better than the long Euro Kiwi and short dollar Swiss that I identified. It is a little, in this instance, I'd be wanting to go long Kiwi, whereas in the other instance, I'm interested in going short Kiwi. I think short Kiwi is a better setup, but maybe that's not necessarily a problem. Maybe Kiwi's supposed to rally against the US dollar. Ultimately, though, I don't see enough. This isn't enough of it. This is a support level here, and we do see the market stalling a little bit, but I need to see more evidence before I can justify going long here. So that about does it. I'll have these trades posted up on my blog on InformedTrades, but just to recap, the trades I'm putting on. Long Euro Kiwi, you can see that long at 60.85 with the stop at 59.91, targeting 68.99, and short dollar Swiss. Oh, and that is short at 88.43, stop at 88.82, target profit 86.97. Both of those have at least 3-to-1 reward risk, which is what I insist on. That Euro Kiwi has a 8-to-1 reward risk, so that's really nice. But that's about it for the trades that closes out this week. Happy spring. I'll have these trades posted on my blog on InformedTrades. Any questions you have, anything you want to add, definitely check us out. Join us, register as a member, InformedTrades.com, participate in our learning community. We can all learn together. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take care.